lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because it's going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now. It's just like a super dramatic purple all matte smoky cut crease. I'm here for it. I just wanted to sit down and play with some purple shades. So I hope you guys like it, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I already went ahead and did my brows and primed my eyelids with some concealer. I think I'm going to start off with the Meet Trimony palette from the Balm. I got this forever ago and I don't think I've even used it yet. It's just like more of like a purpley pinky romantic type of color scheme. I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with this light pink shade here. So next I'm going to go ahead and take Hopscotch from Makeup Geek. It's just like a lavender matte shade. I'm just going to blend that a little bit lower down. Next I'm going to go ahead and take Poison Plum from Sugarpill, and I'm going to do that just a little bit lower in my crease with a slightly more precise brush. So my eyes look a little crazy right now, but we will definitely go in and clean up the outer corner whenever we're done. I think I'm going to go back in with some more Hopscotch and just blend above that Poison Plum shade. So I'm going to go into Matte Mousecowitz, which is just right here. It's like a dark, really dark plum shade. And I'm just going to keep deepening that crease. Okay, pigment. Packing that onto my outer V as well. I'm going to go back into that previous brush, no additional product, and just blend the edges, make sure that everything is seamless. Actually, I think I am going to go ahead and do just a touch more of Poison Plum. Just want to make sure that very top is blended out completely. Then once again, going in with just a touch more Hopscotch. So at this point, I think I want to go ahead and cut my crease. I'm going to use the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I'm just trying to get through this for my project pan. And I really like this little Tarte brush. It was in their unicorn brush set for cutting the crease. Oh, there's the cut crease. The outer V isn't completely even, but that doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up anyways. I think now I'm going to go ahead and take the pink shade that we started out with, and I'm just going to set the crease with this. Okay, so now that that's all set, let's just go ahead and work in the outer V again. I'm going to go back in with that really pretty eggplant shade. Same brush. This is just a Makeup Geek pointed crease brush, and just dabbing that on. So I'm going to keep using that little crease brush, and I'm going to go back into Poison Plum, and I'm going to go just a touch over on the lid, just kind of blending. And then last but not least, I'm going to take the brush that we used to set the pink shade, and I'm going to go into Hopscotch, and I'm just going to go slightly over that. So I think I really want to go in and smoke out some black as well, but I think I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and do things I have not done before. So I'm going to go in with my Inglet gel liner, and I'm going to do a wing, and then I'm going to take a pencil brush and blend the black on top and kind of do a smoked out liner. Like I said, trying to do things that I have not done previously. So that was just the Sigma EO5, which is like a tiny little liner brush, and now I'm going to go into an even smaller brush. This is the Sigma EO6. This is the wing liner, and this is crazy amazing for doing wing liner. Like, it makes it so much easier. It's literally the tiniest little brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the black shade in this palette, and I'm going to take an e.l.f. angled brush. This isn't that great for eyeliner or anything, but it'll work just fine for putting a little bit of shadow on top of the liner. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the Esam S31. This is one of my favorite pencil brushes ever. It's pretty precise, but it's super, super soft, which I think is probably important for this step. And I'm going to go in with a touch, I think to actually smudge it out and everything, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the purple. And I'm just going to start blending. I think I'm going to go in with a touch of the black on the outer part. Just blend up a little bit. Going back with some more purple, just kind of going back and forth till I get this to look exactly the way I want it. I'm going to go ahead and wipe away all of this fallout off camera, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. This is just my favorite primer. For foundation today, I'm just going to go in with the Naturally Flawless Foundation from BH Cosmetics in 201. So before I go in with my concealer today, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild color corrector. This is the shade Peach, and I'm just going to do it right on my dark circles, just a touch. And I'm just going to dab that in with my finger just because I want to keep it very precise. I want to warm it up and I don't want it to go everywhere. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with a combination of the ColourPop concealer in Pharaoh 4 and Pharaoh 2. I'm going to use this one for just a little bit more coverage. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when you have super light skin and you have a light concealer, like it doesn't cover as well because you're literally just putting like white on top of blue or purple. So I like to kind of go in with a darker concealer sometimes to cover up, and then I'm just going to use the 02 shade to highlight. And I'm breaking out literally everywhere, so you can see that oxidizes. Take an 02, just right on top, going out. And then I'm just going to blend that out, and I'm using the Japanese Kumidori sponge. This is so good. If you don't own this, like, this is probably one of my favorite sponge ever. Like, it's only $10. I've been using it for a while. It doesn't have any, like, rips in it. It looks clean, or almost clean all the time because of the coloring. I love the shape. I love the, it's so soft. I love the pattern. So yeah, I love this. Highly recommend. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm just going to set any spots that I concealed. Basically just the like highlights of my face. With this powder, I'm going to go in with something else in a minute to set the rest of my face. Now I'm just going to go into the Flower Beauty Satin Finishing Powder, one of my favorites recently, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with that. And I normally just go ahead and use my sponge because it does the job. And I'm just going to set the outsides of my face basically. For bronzer today, I'm just going to go into the Egypt Cosmetics Face and Cheek Palette, I believe it is called, and I'm going to go into Matte. This is just a nice big fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild. I'm just going to keep it a little bit softer. Obviously trying to keep this look very natural today. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go in with that same shade very lightly on a little blending brush. And I'm just going to attempt to kind of contour my nose. I never do this or take the time to do it, but whenever I do, I always love the way it looks. So I really need to practice doing it more. Blush today, I think I'm going to go into the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette from Juvia's Place. And I think I'm going to go into this purpley mauve shade right here. I don't know, it looks really pretty to me. It's called B. And I'm just going to take a touch of that on like a little dual fiber brush and tap off the excess, so hopefully it's wearable on me. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to take the OFRA Cosmetics Pillowtalk highlighter, one of my favorites, and I feel like the pink tone just goes. So I'm just going to use that as highlighter today. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with my favorite pencil brush. You guys, I finally found my color switch and I'm still sitting here taking the color off on my hand, but I'm going to clean that off and I'm going to just go ahead and start off with the shade Hopscotch. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into that dark purple that I am like loving right now. And I'm just going to put that again on my lower lash line a little bit closer to my lashes. Looking at my lower lash line and I'm like, something about the purple does not look right. Like it's not the same shade, and I just remembered that I totally forgot about Poison Plum. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of that along the lower lash line as well, just to make it match. And then because this is an all matte eye and I kind of want to keep it that way, I'm going to go ahead and use Taco to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. And then last but not least, just going to go into that big fluffy original brush and the Meat Matte palette, and I'm going to take that beautiful pink shade again, and I'm just going to blend the edges between the purple and the white. And then I'm going to take that and like barely any product and just go along the lower lash line, make sure that's all blended out. I'm going to go ahead and do my waterline. I'm going to use this NYX purple pencil. This is just the shade Purple. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill my waterline. I'm just going to set my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. Just like looks like this. I got this for Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So I've just been trying it out. I hate the smell. Hate it. And I actually like the smell of roses. So I don't know what's going on there. So my skin has been incredibly dry lately and I feel like I just look a little powdery. So I am going to go in with the Make It Last setting spray as well, which I'm almost out of. And I'm just going to be so extra that I use two setting sprays. So for mascara today, I'm going to go in my Dirty Little Secret. I have been using the Roller Lash from Benefit. I got a little free sample. And this is not cruelty free. And I've talked a little bit of smack about Benefit and how they don't come out with great products. But this is actually really good. But like I said, not cruelty free, so I'm just using it up and then I will never use it again. So and I think I'm gonna go in with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick, and this is the shade Rosebud. It's kind of like a light pinky purpley toned nude, so hopefully it'll go with this look. So this is the finished look. I love how it came out. I feel like everything is just so pretty and cohesive, and I just love purple tones, and I feel like my eyes look so green right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.